when you're talking about Hamas, obviously in Gaza, they're the ruling party, right? They run the show. It's their turf. In the West Bank, to what degree do you assess that Hamas, is at odds with the Palestinian Authority? That they, is there coordination? Are they operating at odds with what the Palestinian Authority would prefer to see happening? Talk to us about that if you could.
I think that we have to clarify that also for the Palestinian Authority, the Hamas, it is the first opposition. And again, if we go back to what happened in 2007 and then in 2009 in the Gaza Strip, we have to remember that once the Hamas took over, they killed tens of Palestinians, the official, in a very brutally way. So the Hamas is not only an opposition, it is really someone who is very cruel, even toward the Palestinians themselves. So from the Palestinian Authority point of view, they see the Hamas as a challenge. They would prefer the Hamas not to be there, and they would do everything they can also to diminish the presence of the Hamas. But unfortunately, the Palestinian Authority is not strong enough, and this is why Israel is, we have to take care of ourselves and sometimes to be in the initiative.
Okay, I realize this question that I'm about to ask you is probably it falls in the category of almost impossible to explain. But to what degree does Hamas maintain the support? I don't mean through threats or intimidation, but to what degree do they have the support of the Palestinian people, whether it's in Gaza or the West Bank?
It is very interesting question, Mike, because 2 days ago there were some intelligence that was gathering in the Gaza Strip showed that the Hamas was basically twisting all the polls. And there is a pause that were done by non-Palestinian, let's say, agency that we all were looking at it. And what we saw from the intelligence is that the number that was the real number was that only 35% of the Palestinians are supporting the Hamas in the Gaza Strip, but they twisted the number to 70%. So it is very, very hard, really, to know what exactly is going on there. If we would believe the new report that just came 2 days ago, maybe this is the situation. I hope so, by the way, because I would like to believe that the people, the Palestinians who live in the Gaza Strip, they understand that they could live peacefully. It's if they would wanted to. But so once again, it's very hard to know. We're not talking about democracies. Very hard to believe on those polls that are being done from this part or from the other part. So the last number before, by the way, was 70% in favor of what the Hamas was doing. Also on the West Bank. So 70% of the people over there were supporting the onslaught of 7th of October. Very challenging situation, but this is unfortunately what we have to deal with.